All right. All right. Hi, guys. My name is Paula. Welcome today to a brief yoga class. Today, we're going to be focusing on the heart chakra, which is anahata. It's called anahata in Sanskrit, which is represented by the color green. I hope you guys don't mind all the noise. Honestly, in Miami, you cannot get away from construction nowadays. So, thank you for being patient with me and thank you so much for being here. So, today we're going to start in a seated position, whichever way you feel comfortable. You can start in a hero pose or in easy seated position, having your legs crossed. Very slowly, we're gonna make sure our shoulders and back are straight and comfortable. Very slowly, take a deep breath in from your nose, keeping your eyes open or closed. Fill up as much as is possible. Just feel the air in your lungs. Just take a deep breath out, just letting everything out. Let's take a deep breath in. Just slowly imagining positive energy coming through your body and your heart. Slowly inhaling. And now we're going to exhale, slowly letting go from our nose or mouth. Anything that no longer serves us in this present moment. Take a deep breath in once again. Fill up as much as you can from your nose. Hold it for a few seconds. Center and exhale. Slowly just letting everything out from you. You can just sigh it out if you want, or whatever calls your name. We're going to now come back to a regular breath, and you can just keep breathing from your nose, or you can do from your mouth as well. We're just going to pay attention to our breath. As you breathe in, just as slowly start paying attention to your body. Just see how you're doing today. You can start all the way from your toes, ankles, knees, your stomach, going all the way towards your heart center, slowly heading towards your mouth, your nose, your eyes, and lastly, the crown of your head. And just see how your body is doing in this present moment, and your mind as well. We're going to slowly, as we breathe out, try to let go of everything that holds us from being present in this moment. Just very slowly, we're going to start bringing movement to our body. We're going to slowly start opening our eyes if you have them closed. In easy seated position, as we have our legs crossed, we're going to take a deep breath in and slowly extend our arms towards the sky or ceiling, interlacing our fingers, pointing our palms towards the sky. opposite from your body. And stay here for a few breaths. Just letting your shoulders and back and arms extend, lengthening, making sure your spine is as straight as it can be. And now we're going to take an exhale. Slowly start bringing our hands towards our right knee. And we're going to round our spine, bring our chin into your chest, and stay here for a few breaths. Breathing in, filling up, and breathing out, just letting go. Staying here for 2 and 1. We're gonna take a deep breath in. You're gonna bring your right hand behind your back and slowly open towards your right side, looking at your right shoulder. With your gaze or drishti, just open up as much as you can so you can elongate your spine. Staying here for 2 and 1. Slowly start bringing your chest back towards the center. We're going to open up our arms diagonally across from our body. So your right arm is going to be diagonally towards the right side. And you're going to slowly bend your elbow and see if you can just touch behind your shoulder blades. And with your left arm, just try to see if it can go behind you and see if you can slowly bring your fingers closer to each other. Open up your chest into cow face. And we're going to stay here for a few breaths. Take a deep breath in, fill up, feel your chest expanding and opening as you activate your heart chakra. Staying here for 2 and 1. Slowly, we're gonna let go. And you can bring your hands on top of your knees. Take a second here. We're going to take a deep breath in and slowly open up our arms towards the ceiling once again, interlacing our fingers. Slowly stay here for a few breaths. For 2 and 1. You're going to take an exhale, letting go of all the air inside of your body. You're going to round your spine, tuck your chin into your chest, and slowly stay here for a few breaths. As you slowly lay yourself closer towards your chest here with your head. Staying here for 2 and 1. Take a deep breath in and slowly look towards your left shoulder, bringing your left hand behind your back, rotating towards the left side. You're going to find your drishti. It can be a point of focus, like an object or a place in your background. And you can slowly just look away as far as possible so you can elongate your spine and back here. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Staying here for one more breath and slowly rotate your back towards the center. Now we're going to open up our left arm diagonally towards our left side of our body. And we're going to, or in this case, our right arm like the opposite of the other side. So whichever side you know you did before, just switch it. So that way you don't get confused like me right now. So you're going to make sure you bend your elbow and just see if you can grab your shoulder blades with your upper arm and your lower arm. Just bend it and see if you can just grab the center of your back And slowly walk your fingers closer to each other in cow face. We're going to slowly open as much as is possible with a deep breath in. Fill up. Take a deep breath out. Slowly letting all everything out. Staying here for 2 and 1. Slowly release your hands, bringing them back towards the center. And now we're going to slowly find our way into our first table. So you can adjust yourself closer towards the center of your mat if you were at the front like me. You're going to slowly bring yourself and bring your hands on the mat underneath your shoulders and excuse me, your knees are going to be underneath your hips, making sure your back is as straight as it can be. Here in table, just take a few breaths to make yourself comfortable here, that your knees don't hurt or you don't feel like you're in this alignment. We're gonna take a deep breath and open our arm all the way towards the sky. You're gonna find a small slight twist on your lower back, and you're going to slowly exhale and bring your left elbow or shoulder down towards the ground. Your left arm is going to go in front of your body, or you can place it behind your right hip so that way you can thread the needle here. And if it's in your practice, you can just slowly bring it towards the opposite side if that's acceptable to you. You can always vary the pose. Slowly breathing in, filling up, and breathing out, letting it all out. I'm gonna stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly start bringing your left hand as close as possible to your body underneath your left shoulder and slowly start pushing off, extending your elbow, finding your way back in your neutral table. Now we're going to do a few stretches here for our back, taking a deep breath in. You're going to look all the way towards the sky or ceiling. You're going to open up your chest. Maybe you're gonna open up your tailbone and finding your way into your cow. Now we're gonna exhale and slowly find our cat. As when they're scared, we're going to slowly make sure we look towards our navel or stomach here. Sorry, excuse me. I don't know what's going on with my throat today. Very slowly, you're going to stay in your cat as long as your exhale is. Once again, breathe in, open up back to your cow. Inhaling, opening as much as you can with your lungs and chest. And as you exhale, just slowly let it all out. Take a deep breath in for one more time here. And slowly just open to your cow. Imagining you're in a big field of grass. And slowly exhale. Now we're back to our cat. Rounding our spine as much as we can. And slowly making sure we bring it back to neutral position. Let's take a deep breath in. Lengthen our left hand all the way towards the sky. finding a slight twist here in our lower back and spine. Exhale, we're going to now bring our left shoulder or elbow down towards the ground, and you can bring your right arm in front of your body or behind your left hip so you can create a bond as you thread your needle. Staying here for a few breaths, taking a deep breath in, filling up, and as you exhale, just let it all out. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Start bringing your right hand underneath your right shoulder and slowly push off your elbow, making sure you bring your spine and back to neutral tabletop position. Now we're going to find our first downward facing dog of the day. So we're going to tuck our toes to the ground and slowly lift up our knees and hips as high as they can be into our Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Here you can bend one knee at a time. If you like to extend more your hamstrings and calves, we're going to make sure our hands are shoulder width apart and our feet are hip width apart. And just slowly extend as much as you can your legs and arms, finding a triangle or pyramid shape with your whole body. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now we're gonna take an inhale and lift up our right leg, finding a 3-leg downward facing dog. And slowly you can bend here your right knee so you can open up your right hip towards the side and just see how it feels. Slowly we're going to exhale, bring our knee in front of our chest, and slowly make sure we bring it all the way down towards the ground in between our hands. We're going to extend our left leg behind us. Square your hips towards the front, making sure you're aligned with your leg, hips, and chest. Take a deep breath in and look all the way towards the sky. And as you exhale, you can bring your hands all the way, or forearms, down towards the ground, or your arms extended in front of you. Whatever calls your name, just do what feels best for you. It's your own practice. There's no way, there's no need to impress somebody but yourself. You just know what you can do. So just take it easy and don't be judging yourself because you wanna do what others are doing. You can only know what you're capable of. Take a deep breath in, fill up, take a deep breath out, slowly let it all out. Staying here for 2 and 1. Slowly start walking your fingers closer towards your body, lifting up your chest towards the front of your mat. Now we're going to tuck our left foot to the ground, lifting up with an inhale, finding our way into a high plank, and slowly bringing our right foot right next to the other one. We're going to slowly either do a vinyasa or just go straight to child's pose, whatever you like. From high plank, bend your elbows and find your way into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale and slowly lift up your hips off the ground, bringing your shoulders back, looking all the way towards the sky or ceiling in Urdhva Mukha Savasana. Upward facing dog. Exhale, find your way in your downward facing dog. And we're gonna stay here for 5 breaths. Or you can just straight up go into your child's pose, whatever you like, and feels more accessible to your style of practice. Staying here for 2 and 1. Slowly, let's bend our knees and bring them all the way towards the ground. And then you can slowly open them towards the outer sides of your mat. Here we're going to slowly find our way into Balasana. Walk your hands in front of your body and slowly lay your hips, claw towards the ground, along with your chest and your head. And just let your body rest here. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. You can slowly start walking your fingers closer towards your body, finding your way into your tabletop position. We're going to lift up our knees off the ground and find our way into our down dog. Here, if you like, you can bend one knee at a time and just extend as much as is possible in your down dog. You can also take notice and see if one side feels any different than the other. Sometimes it's good to take notice of the little differences and changes. Let's take a deep breath in, lift up our left leg off the mat, and slowly bend our left knee. Open up your hip towards the side. Just see how your left hip is doing right now. Does it feel comfortable? Or you feel discomfort? Just pay attention to those little things. Now we're gonna exhale, bring our knee to our chest, and slowly bring our knee down and in between our hands, drop it in between our hands, extending our right leg behind us, making sure one leg is in front of the other one. So they're going to be in the same line as much as they can be. You can adjust here, making sure your hips are looking towards the front. Take a deep inhale, open up your chest, and as you exhale, bring yourself closer towards the ground of your mat, bowing down with your head. Your forearms can be down, or you can bring your hands in front of your body, whatever calls your name. As you stay here in your Ardha Kapotanasana, half pigeon, taking a deep breath in, fill up, take a deep breath out, exhaling, letting everything go. I'm gonna stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly start walking your fingers closer towards your body, lifting up your chest, opening your Anahata chakra. Now we're going to tuck our right leg down towards the ground. And we're going to slowly lift up into a high plank with a big inhale and bring our left foot back into a high plank, and we can either come to child's pose or from a high plank do a vinyasa. So slowly exhale, fall to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, we're going to lift up to Urdhva Mukha Savasana, upward facing dog. We're going to exhale, find our way into Adho Mukha Savasana. And you can stay here in down dog for 5 breaths or slowly find your way into child's pose if that's what your body and mind desires. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly start bringing your knees down towards the ground and opening them towards the sides of the mat. You're going to slowly find your way into Balasana Child's Pose. We're just going to rest here for a couple of breaths. Extending our arms all the way towards the front as much as we can. And slowly feeling the sensation of our hips opening or just resting here. Sometimes it's different, sometimes it feels more like discomfort than pleasure. But just try to enjoy your present moment. You can also bend your elbows and place your opposite hands on your shoulders and just let your head rest here. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Slowly relaxing, letting your body settle onto your energy. Very slowly, we're going to start coming back to a tabletop position, releasing, lifting up, whichever way finds you. We're going to lift up our knees off the ground and slowly start finding our way to a standing position. From downward facing dog, you can slowly walk your feet towards the front, one step at a time. Take a deep breath in and open and lift up your arms towards the sky, finding your mountain Tadasana. And exhale, bringing your hands towards your heart center and slowly placing them towards the sides of your body. We're going to do our first sun salutation. We're going to bring our hands to our heart center. We're starting Samastiti. Take a deep breath in, open up towards the sky to Tadasana. Exhale, bring your hands down, bowing down to Uttanasana, standing forward fold, making sure your legs are straight as they can be, and just let your upper body hang. Take a deep inhale, bring your hands on top of your knees or towards the chin of your legs, lengthen your spine, neutral to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bring your hands down all the way towards the ground. Take a step back, 1 foot at a time. Find your way into your high plank and exhale to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lifting up to upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Savasana, making sure your shoulders are behind your back and slowly lifting up your hips as much as they can be. Exhale, lifting up your hips to downward facing dog. And you're going to stay here for 5 deep breaths, lifting 1 foot at a time. If that feels comfortable, making sure your chest gets closer towards your legs with each breath. Staying here for 3, 2, And one. Just remember as you breathe out, release everything that no longer serves you and stay in your present moment. We're going to walk our feet towards the front of the mat. Take a deep breath in and look towards the front to your Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold, extending your back here like if you were at table. Exhale, bow down to your Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, lift up your arms all the way towards the sky to Tadasana. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart center and then towards the sides of your body to Samastiti. Now, we're going to do a really quick sequence, standing sequence, and then we're going to do our last heart opener, and we're going to be done with today's class. We're going to take a step with our left foot all the way towards the back of the mat, and we're going to find our way into our Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Your hips are going to be looking towards the side, and your front feet is going to be aligned with the arch of your back foot, which is the middle of your back foot. Square your front hip or bend your front knee and slowly open up your arms towards the side like a T. You can look at your middle finger from the front of the back just to make sure you're aligned. And stay here for 3 breaths. 3, 2, like a strong, powerful warrior. And 1. We're going to slowly bring our right elbow all the way towards the right knee and open up our left arm towards the sky in Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. You can bring your right hand on the inner side of your right foot and making sure your chest and the Hatha chakra is open as much as possible towards the side. You can also bring your left arm diagonal towards your body. Just imagining you're like a big side angle, like the ones you did in high school. Those math exercises, or at least where I was in high school, they made us do those, or I don't even know. Stay here for one more breath, and slowly we're going to inhale, lift up back into a warrior 2. We're going to bring our hands down towards the ground, take a step back, find our way into downward facing dog, and now we're going to take a deep breath in. Lift up our left foot and slowly inhale, find our way into our warrior 2. Square your hips towards the right side or the side of the mat, bending your left knee as much as is possible. Slowly finding a 90-degree angle, bring your arms towards the start, making sure you look at your middle finger and then your back hand. Staying here for 2 more breaths. For 2 and 1. Slowly exhale. Bring your left elbow down towards your left knee and open to your Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. You can look all the way towards your right hand in the ceiling. And you feel comfortable here, you can bring your left arm on the inner side of your left foot and slowly extend as much as is possible diagonally towards your ear in your side angle. Staying here for 2 more breaths. Breathe in and slowly breathe out. And 1. Take a deep breath in. Find your way to your warrior 2. Now we're going to exhale, bend our front knee, and slowly bring our left foot back towards the back of the mat. We're going to slowly find our way into downward facing dog. You can stay here for a few breaths if you like, and just check in once again, seeing how your legs and arms are feeling, especially compared to when you start your practice. And this is the only time that I recommend comparing yourself. So now we're going to bring our knees all the way down towards the ground, finding our way into a kneeling position. You're going to make sure your knees are hip width apart and the tops of your feet are going to be down on the mat, if that makes sense. So the soles are going to be looking at the ceiling or the sky. Slowly, we're going to bring our hands behind our hips, starting to open up our chest and shoulders behind us as much as we can. Taking a deep breath in, slowly start bringing your shoulders and back behind you. And you can slowly push your stomach and pelvis out. You can go at your own pace. And remember, like everybody's different. You don't have to look like me. Your elbows are going to be as close as possible to your shoulder blades as they can be, having them in and not out. So slowly breathe in and breathe out. Finding your way in Ustrasana. You can slowly start bringing one hand at a time towards your ankles, towards your feet or your calves. And stay here in your camel. Open your chest and your Anahata chakra as much as is possible. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly start lifting up with your chest. You can bring your hands behind your hips, slowly lifting up back to your neutral position. And you're going to make sure now you bring your hips down towards the ground. So now we're going to slowly start closing today's practice. You can either stay in child's pose or you can come to Shavasana. We're going to bring our feet in front of our body. And we're just going to stay here in Shavasana for a brief minutes of sound healing or focusing on our breath. You can slowly bring your back all the way down towards the ground and just bring your hands on top of your stomach, your chest, or towards the sides of your body, having the palms looking towards the ceiling. And slowly start closing your eyes and start tuning in with your breath. As you breathe in, and breathe out. very slowly. Take a deep breath in. Fill up as much as you can. And take a deep breath out. A long exhale. Let it all out. We're going to start bringing movement and awareness back to our body. You can slowly start moving your fingers, your toes, your wrist, your ankles. You can bring your arms above your head like a big morning stretch and slowly bring your body to your right side like a fetus position. And we're going to slowly make our way to an easy seated position, having your eyes closed. We're going to take one more breath together. You can bring your hands in front of your heart center, having your palms together. And slowly, let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And if you would like to repeat with me, we're going to say a chanting of Om before we end the class today. Take a deep breath in. Om. Namaste. Namaste, guys. Thank you so much if you are able to see this live. And thank you for taking the time to just be here with me virtually. I really appreciate it for your support. And if you have any recommendations or feedback, please leave me a comment or you can send me a message on Instagram at Healthy Sprinkles. My name is Paula, and I hope to see you guys once again. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and week. Thank you so much again. I hope you guys enjoyed this class.